Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Long time no see, but in the pandemic situation, we have to take care of ourselves and our family. So, welcome to my channel again, and do keep subscribing to my channel. So, this video is about us being in lockdown for over a year now, and so many of us have been just working from home. Trust me, last week I was talking to one of my friends, and she told me over the past 1 year she's been to office for 4 days. Can you beat that? Right. But working from office, doing those Zoom calls can be really, really demotivating and can be really monotonous. So, how do we, and it affects your efficiency. So, how do we improve our efficiency while working from home, while we are still coping with this pandemic, and while we are still under lockdown? So, today, this video is about how to increase your efficiency while you are working from home. So, some tips and tricks to improve your efficiency while you are working from home. Do keep subscribing. So, point number one, every day before you start your day, plan a small trip around your house, in your complex, if nowhere else, on your terrace. It is like we are used to going to work, we are used to coming back from work, but that is not happening right down. It is right from bed into the washroom, into the kitchen, and you are there. You have your own Zoom corner, and you're there plopped on your desk or your chair, or most of the time on the bed, and just you're stuck there. Do not do that. See, we can trick our brain into thinking that we are going to work. So taking that 5-minute walk on your terrace, around your house or in your complex, is going to make your brain think that you're going to work. And after you finish that your day, if you again take that work, it is like coming back from work. So that is going to give you motivation. It's going to not give you motivation, it's going to give your brain a lot of motivation to work more efficiently than it is doing right now. And it is not a very easy task. You can tell me, Rashmita, what are you telling me? After a whole day, go take a walk. Trust me, initially it's going to be a little difficult, but you will go get used to it, and you will start enjoying it also, because at the end of it, when you are walking out into the fresh air, you will feel rejuvenated. Right, moving on to point number two, do not jump from meeting to meeting. I know we are pressed with work, we have a lot of work to do, but still I request that do not jump from one meeting to another. So if your meeting ends at 11 o'clock in the morning, don't schedule another meeting from 11 o'clock. It takes a lot of toll on you. Okay, it doesn't give your mind the time to decompress, and it doesn't give you the time to prepare for your next meeting. So give a 5-minute gap between the two meetings, that if you are scheduling or if anybody is scheduling, it will help you or your colleagues to be more productive. Trust me, if you give them a little amount of break between the two meetings. Point number three, we are just sitting in one place doing calls. Sometimes I've heard people, they start at 10 o'clock in the morning or maybe 9:30 in the morning, and the meetings continue up to 8:30, 9 o'clock in the night, and you're just sitting there. Now, because of this, we tend to get dehydrated. So don't stop drinking water. Please keep a couple of bottles of water right beside your laptop, right, so that you can keep drinking water. And let me tell you, amongst all the netiquettes and all the Zoom etiquettes that are there, there is no harm in drinking water until and unless you are talking to your super boss. And I think if you're talking to your super boss, you won't even feel like drinking water. So keeping that in mind, do keep drinking that water. The water will not only hydrate your body, will not only hydrate your body. A hydrated body enhances brain function, and it gives you a clear mind. So once you have a clear mind, you will obviously have a better efficiency at whatever you are doing. So keep drinking that water and don't let it sit there for the entire day, because we require 3 to 4 liters of water every day, and that has not changed because of the pandemic. Or your body does not know that because you're doing a Zoom call you will not require that water. The body is used to that water, so keep giving your body that water. Moving on to point number 4. So what do you do when you take that 5-minute gap? Most of us will kind of try and lie down because we are mostly plopping on the bed, right? Don't do that. Take a walk, because when we are sitting for such long hours, our posture gets bad. We suffer from bad posture. Our digestion becomes a problem. People are already complaining about gut problems. So all these things are happening because we are sitting in one place for a very, very long time. So if that is the thing that is happening, then just try and move around your room itself. Keep one bottle of water a little away so that you can go and drink that water there. And just between, in that 5 minutes that I've said that you can have between meetings, or you should have between those meetings, you can actually, move around a little and stretch yourself out, give yourself a neck massage. Just a small tiny neck massage can give you wonders, so that you are refreshed before your next meeting starts. And when you start, you will always find that you are more efficient in the first meeting of the day than when it comes to the 5th or the 6th meeting of the day. So like I said, so keep refreshing yourself. That water refreshes you, this small walk will refresh you, so keep refreshing yourself. Point number 5. When we are doing a Zoom call, we are doing it on our PC or on our laptop, which is placed about a feet and a half or a feet away from us, and we are constantly staring at that white light. Our eyes are strained, our eyes get tired. So whenever you get time, again I will talk about those 5 minutes, try and look out. Try and stare out into the distant, so that your retina can have a little amount of rest, so that your eyes are not just used to looking at the screen, which is just 1.5 feet away. It also gets some amount of de-stressing by looking out, especially if you can look out into the greenery, nothing like that. Try and look out, look beyond, look as far as possible, because that is going to give you relaxed eyes. And you will be, when you get relaxed eyes, you will be more relaxed when you come and sit in front of your laptop again and stare at that screen. So you can do that. Now honestly, if you ask me, how do we start a meeting? We all start a meeting by the same conversation every day. It's like, hello, good morning, a very good Monday morning, how are you doing? And most of the times, what answer do we get? Fine, good, okay, isn't it? Now it is as if we have turned into robots, and we are on the loop, and we are getting the same answer over and over again. So don't do that. I mean, it is like we don't care. It is like, I know we are having a meeting with either our clients or our colleagues, and when we ask the same thing over and over again, it is like we don't care. We only care about the work that is to be done, and that is very, very demotivating. So if you are in a position, just go a little deeper into the conversation and ask, how are they doing in this? What did they do during the weekend? Or how are they dealing with the difficult times? If you're aware of somebody being sick in the family, you can always ask about that. That motivates a person, because that physical connect is not there. We have to be aware of the fact that we are not connecting physically. And when we are not connecting physically, it is very important that those deep conversations are there. Some 2 minutes, 3 minutes of deep conversation, and you will have more motivated and more efficient people working with you, and it will have more effective results. Over a Zoom call, over a digital platform, it is very, very difficult to connect with people, especially if you have not met that person, and if you are meeting that person for the first time. So how do we actually build a rapport over uh, with people who we do not know on a digital platform? Now, that is a whole different series, but I'll just give you a small clue in this one, because that is going to increase our efficiency. So, try and ask subtle questions. I mean, by subtle questions, I mean not the usual questions. Hello, good morning, how are you doing? How's the weather? It is very hot in Kolkata. How is it in Chennai? No, not those questions. Not it. Try and be a little unique. Try and talk about their work. Say something like, if you are talking to a doctor, no, I know you will not be able to talk to a doctor. Suppose you're talking to an engineer, and you know what kind of work he is doing. So just talk a little bit about what kind of work they do, how they do it, and what is so unique, and what does he or she like about his or her work. And that is connecting you on a deeper level. That is how we can build rapport over the digital platform. uh, One very simple trick that I learned on the YouTube is, we all have our Zoom corners, right? So and we all have our Zoom corners. So uh, there is something behind us. There is some kind of something. If it's not, if sometimes it's just a wall, or if it's not a wall, there could be something else also. So ask about that, ask about their background. So if it is a street, then talk about the street. If you can see something in their background, talk about it. If it's a huge tree, you can talk about it. So one time I was doing the Zoom call, and there was this lovely huge Chinese plate that I saw behind a lady's back, and I just asked her about the plate, because it had such intricate work. And she said how she had been to China, and how she had picked up that craft from China, and that plate was done by her some years ago, and it is very precious for the entire family. So these are very small things, but it goes a long way, and to help build rapport. Last but not the least is the point. After you've finished on everything, or if there is a break in your meetings, turn off your texts, turn off your mails, and turn on music. That works for me. Might not work for you. You might like silence, complete total silence. That's fine. But just stop, let your mind stop working. And those, if you keep your notifications on, your mobile is going to keep on blinking, and your mobile is going to keep on beeping with notifications and mails that keep coming in. Just turn it off for 5 to 7 minutes. Turn on your music. For me, it's instrumental music or old Bollywood music. I love them. They're very, very de-stressing for me. So just do that. Do that in between. If you can do it between, if you get time and you can do it between your work, wonderful. If you can, or if you're feeling extremely exhausted after your work, do this. It will work wonders, and the next day you will feel more efficient. So try these tips. I'm sure they're going to work for you. They work for me. But try these tricks. Do put in your comments in the comment section. Do keep subscribing and sharing my content. And thank you so much. Do keep safe and take care. Bye bye. Have a lovely evening. Thank you.